Hello friends, welcome to Buried Truths, where the dust of time is swept away and history's deepest secrets rise to the surface. Let's view the video. In late 2024, archaeologists conducting a routine excavation near Saqqara, Egypt, unearthed an object unlike anything previously discovered. Beneath layers of sand and limestone rubble, they exposed a circular golden lid buried at a depth of nearly 3 meters. The site was part of a long-forgotten tomb complex tied to the New Kingdom era. The lid was first identified using ground-penetrating radar, which showed an unusual metallic signature. Researchers initially believed it to be a ceremonial bowl or shield. As workers carefully brushed away sand, the ornate craftsmanship became apparent. Carved hieroglyphs lined the circumference, and the center featured a stylized depiction of the solar disk, symbolizing Ra, the sun god. When the object was fully uncovered, it measured approximately 90 centimeters in diameter and appeared to
be made of a gold alloy mixed with copper and silver. Experts suggested it had ceremonial or religious importance. The level of preservation was remarkable, given Egypt's harsh desert conditions. No significant corrosion or warping was visible.
On the surface, initial reports sparked global media interest. Headlines dubbed it the Golden Sun Lid and speculated it might have covered a lost sarcophagus or a forgotten royal chamber. The Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities immediately deployed a security team to guard the site. Within 24 hours, the artifact was secured and moved to a preservation lab. Nearby, fragments of pottery, linen, and small stone tools were also found. These surrounding items dated to roughly 1400 BCE, strengthening the case that the lid belonged to Egypt's 18th dynasty, an era associated with famous rulers like Akhenaten and Tutankhamun. This association raised hopes of a larger, still buried, structure connected to the find. Experts emphasized that this was only the beginning. The discovery promised to reshape theories about burial rituals and craftsmanship in the later New Kingdom period. Excavations at the site were rapidly expanded. After the lid was transported to the conservation lab in Cairo, Egypt's top archaeometrists began a detailed scientific examination. The team first ran X-ray fluorescence tests to identify the composition. Results confirmed it was crafted from electrum, an ancient alloy of gold and silver, commonly used in sacred objects during the New Kingdom period. Carbon dating wasn't directly applicable to the metal, so researchers dated organic. Fragments found nearby including linen fibers and wood remnants. These tests produced a consistent result, approximately 1400 BCE. This places the lid's origin within the 18th dynasty, a time of major religious and artistic development in Egyptian civilization. Microscopic analysis of tool marks revealed the object had been intricately shaped using copper chisels and polishing stones. Fine circular engravings along the edge appeared to be done using a turning technique, unusual for that period. This suggested the presence of a surprisingly advanced metalworking workshop, possibly one dedicated to royal artifacts. The hieroglyphs encircling the lid were carefully photographed and interpreted by language experts. The inscription invoked the protection of Ra-Harakti and mentioned the name of a high priest, Neb-Matre, known from tomb records. This connection lent further credibility to the idea that the lid was a ceremonial seal or covering used in elite burial rituals. Isotope analysis of the metals traced the gold to mines in the eastern desert near Wadi Hammamat. Silver traces suggested trade with the Levant, showing how Egypt's wealth flowed through complex networks. The alloy's consistency was exceptional, confirming skilled refining techniques not typically seen outside royal workshops. Altogether, the scientific data supported the conclusion that the lid was not a mundane object but a sacred relic, crafted for high religious or funerary use. Its excellent preservation and detailed craftsmanship made it a unique window into Egypt's golden age of metallurgy.
The period around 1400 BCE, during Egypt's 18th dynasty, was a time of remarkable religious and political transformation. Pharaohs like Thutmose IV and Amenhotep III elevated the cult of the sun god Ra, which aligns with the lid's central
solar disk motif. Religion and statecraft were deeply intertwined during this era. High-ranking priests, such as Nebmatre, mentioned on the lid, played significant roles in temple rituals and royal ceremonies. These priests often commissioned lavish objects for offerings, burial chambers, or sacred enclosures. Items like the golden lid would have been crafted for symbolic protection or to seal sacred containers tied to funerary beliefs. The golden lid's iconography mirrors other solar-themed artifacts discovered in Thebes and Amarna. Inscriptions invoking Ra-Horakhti highlight the belief in rebirth and the sun's divine power to guide souls in the afterlife. Such symbolism suggests the lid's placement was intentional, designed to sanctify whatever it covered. The New Kingdom also marked Egypt's imperial peak. Trade, tribute, and conquest enriched the kingdom, leading to a flourishing of the arts. Electrum items, due to their reflective brilliance, were believed to embody solar energy and were favored in both temple and tomb rituals. This lid fits precisely into that cultural and religious framework. Tombs from this period were complex and carefully sealed with symbolic barriers. The golden lid may have been part of a sarcophagus ensemble or the capstone of a sacred chest, containing scrolls or embalming tools. Such objects were believed to ensure the deceased's safe passage through the duat, or underworld. Understanding the historical context reveals that this wasn't merely a decorative piece. It was a meticulously crafted item, deeply embedded in ancient Egyptian religious ideology, possibly used in one of the most sacred rituals of death, transformation, and eternal life. As news of the golden lid spread, it sparked a wave of theories from archaeologists and enthusiasts alike. Some proposed it was the long-lost lid of a missing royal sarcophagus, possibly belonging to a forgotten prince. Others suggested it sealed a sacred vessel used in major solar rituals or embalming ceremonies. One theory, promoted by an academic team from Oxford, proposed the lid belonged to a high priest's personal tomb that was looted and later collapsed, burying the artifact. This theory gained traction due to the isolated nature of the find and the reference to the priest Nebmatre in the lid's inscription. Another controversial suggestion came from fringe theorists who speculated the lid was evidence of a sun disk cult older than Ra worship. They claimed the stylized solar icon hinted at a pre-dynastic sect or even ancient extraterrestrial contact, claims strongly dismissed by mainstream Egyptologists as speculative and unfounded. Some experts debated the lid's craftsmanship, arguing it was too advanced for the period. They questioned how artisans achieved such precision without iron tools or modern equipment. However, metallurgical studies demonstrated that Egyptians had mastered electrum alloying and fine engraving techniques long before the 18th dynasty. Controversy also emerged regarding the object's rightful place. While Egypt's Antiquities Authority claimed full ownership, foreign institutions pushed for international collaboration, arguing for joint preservation. This reopened old debates about artifact ownership and the repatriation of Egyptian treasures held in foreign museums. Despite the noise, most scholars agreed on one point. The lid is genuine and historically significant. Though its exact use remains uncertain, its symbolism, materials, and inscription align with established Egyptian funerary traditions. Theories will persist, but ongoing excavation may soon reveal the complete story behind this golden mystery. The golden lid was discovered at a dig site just south of Saqqara's step pyramid, an area rich in tombs yet underexplored. The terrain was harsh and uneven, layered with millennia of sand, debris, and collapsed masonry. Ground-penetrating radar had shown anomalies, prompting a full-scale excavation by the Antiquities Ministry. As digging commenced, archaeologists identified a partially collapsed shaft carved into limestone. It descended nearly 10 meters and was filled with rubble. The golden lid was found within a sealed side chamber along the shaft's midsection. It appeared untouched, buried under centuries of accumulated debris, likely spared by earlier looters. Surrounding the lid were several other significant finds. These included broken canopic jar fragments, alabaster beads, and traces of faded wall paintings depicting solar deities. The chamber's layout suggested it served as a sacred storage vault or shrine space rather than a burial room. Its architectural style matched late New Kingdom tombs. Detailed mapping showed that the chamber connected to a broader network of passageways, many of which were still blocked by rockfall. This hinted at a larger complex, possibly a necropolis, section reserved for elite priests or temple workers. Further excavation was approved to explore these hidden corridors and adjacent burial niches. Despite security measures, rumors of hidden treasure brought unwanted attention. Nighttime patrols and camera surveillance were increased after reports of illegal entry attempts. Egypt's authorities emphasized that preservation, not profit, was the mission, and archaeologists worked under tight controls to document every inch before proceeding further underground. The excavation team included experts in architecture, forensics, and conservation. Their joint efforts ensured the site's integrity while uncovering its secrets layer by layer. Every toolmark, pottery shard, and inscription added new pieces to the puzzle, reinforcing the site's importance and the golden lid's enigmatic role within it. The discovery of the golden lid quickly made international headlines, captivating scholars, history enthusiasts, and casual viewers worldwide. News outlets praised the find as one of the decade's most significant archaeological discoveries. The artifact's intricate craftsmanship and preserved condition gave the world a rare glimpse into ancient Egypt's sacred ceremonial practices. Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities seized the opportunity to highlight the country's cultural heritage. A public exhibition was planned in Cairo featuring the lid as the centerpiece. Scholars from around the globe were invited to participate in roundtable discussions and symposia, deepening global academic collaboration on Egypt's ancient history. Public interest surged as images of the artifact circulated online. Social media exploded with commentary, theories, and fan interpretations. Some artists reimagined the lid in modern artwork, blending historical reverence with contemporary style. The find ignited renewed fascination with ancient Egyptian religion, artistry, and tomb design, especially among younger audiences. Educational institutions seized the moment to expand their curriculum. Museums updated their Egyptian displays, and universities hosted guest lectures by members of the excavation team. Documentaries and podcasts explored the story from scientific, historical, and cultural perspectives, ensuring the lid's impact went far beyond archaeology circles. The artifact also sparked diplomatic dialogue. Egypt leveraged the attention to call for repatriation of other ancient items held abroad. Countries like France and the UK reopened negotiations over contested Egyptian pieces. The lid, once buried and forgotten, now served as a cultural ambassador for a civilization thousands of years old. Ultimately, the golden lid transcended its original function. No longer just a ceremonial object, it became a bridge between ancient beliefs and modern curiosity. It reminded the world of Egypt's enduring legacy, and how even a single artifact can reignite global passion for history, identity, and the preservation of shared human heritage. Though the golden lid was unearthed with careful precision, it left behind more questions than answers. What container did it once seal? Who ordered its creation? Why was it buried in such a remote chamber? These unanswered puzzles continue to fuel investigations and inspire global interest in its origins. Scholars are still deciphering parts of the inscription. Some glyphs appear eroded, while others use phrases uncommon for the 18th dynasty. This linguistic irregularity raises the possibility of a regional dialect or secret priestly code, adding further layers of mystery to the lid's identity and symbolic purpose. The name Nebmatre, mentioned on the lid, has added confusion. While this name was used by Amenhotep III, it also appears in records for high priests. Was this a royal relic, or did it belong to a revered priest? The ambiguity continues to divide Egyptologists and challenges established assumptions about naming conventions. Ongoing scans of the burial site suggest additional chambers remain unexplored. Some experts speculate that more artifacts from the same collection lie nearby, potentially including the vessel or coffin the lid once sealed. Future excavations could offer vital context or open entirely new historical avenues never imagined before. The find has become a teaching moment in archaeology. It demonstrates how even a single object can spark debates, reshape timelines, and breathe life into long-buried stories. Students and professionals alike now study the lid not only for its craftsmanship, but for its unanswered riddles and potential to reshape Egyptian funerary understanding. In the end, the golden lid symbolizes more than just ancient death rites. It represents humanity's timeless curiosity, the desire to piece together lost worlds from fragments in the sand. Its legacy is ongoing, reminding us that the sands of Egypt still hold secrets, waiting for the right hands to uncover them. If you're passionate about uncovering the forgotten stories of our past, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Don't forget to like the video if you're enjoying the journey so far. And stay tuned because there's so much more history waiting to be unearthed, right here on Buried Truths.